Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're journeying high into the Andes Mountains to a place where the air is thin and the history runs deep. Long before the Inca carved their famous empire, another civilization thrived at an altitude of 13,000 feet, mastering one of the most extreme environments on Earth. They were the people of Tiwanaku, and their story is one of incredible ingenuity and mystery. Forget everything you think you know about ancient empires, because Tiwanaku will change your perspective forever. Imagine a sprawling city, a beacon of power and faith, nestled beside the shimmering waters of Lake Titicaca. This was the heart of the Tiwanaku state, which flourished for over 1,000 years, from around 300 AD to 1150 AD at its peak. Its influence stretched across parts of modern-day Bolivia, Peru, Chile, and Argentina. How did they not just survive, but build a dominant empire in a place where nightly frosts can kill crops and the altitude can leave you breathless? The answer lies in their brilliant understanding of the land. The secret to their success was a revolutionary agricultural system known as sucakalis. This wasn't just simple farming. It was a masterpiece of environmental engineering. The Tiwanaku people constructed vast networks of raised fields separated by water-filled canals. Picture a grid of long, earthen platforms, like islands in a shallow sea. During the day, the water in the canals would absorb the intense high-altitude sunlight, storing its heat. Then, as the temperatures plummeted at night, this stored heat would radiate outwards, creating a warm microclimate over the fields. This gentle warmth protected their precious crops, potatoes, quinoa, and maize from the devastating frosts that were common on the Altiplano. But it gets even better. The canals weren't just for temperature control. They created a self-sustaining ecosystem. The water attracted algae and other aquatic life, which, when dredged from the canals, provided a rich, natural fertilizer for the raised beds. This system was so effective that modern experiments have shown it can produce yields far greater than many contemporary farming methods in the region. The Tiwanaku weren't just farming. They were creating fertile oases in a harsh landscape, allowing them to support a large population and a complex society. This agricultural surplus was the engine that powered their entire empire, freeing up people to become priests, artisans, soldiers, and, of course, master builders. And when we talk about building, we have to talk about Pumapunku. Just a short walk from the main Tiwanaku ceremonial center lies a site that has baffled archaeologists and engineers for centuries. Pumapunku, which means the door of the Puma in the Aymara language, is a field of impossibly precise stone blocks. We're talking about massive slabs of andesite and red sandstone, some weighing over 100 tons, cut with such accuracy that they fit together like a giant puzzle, often without any mortar. The precision is mind-boggling. You'll find blocks with perfectly straight edges, right angles, and intricate interior cuts that look almost machine-made. One of the most famous features are the H-blocks. These are dozens of identical, complexly shaped blocks scattered across the site. They are so uniform, it's as if they were mass-produced from a single mold. How did a civilization without the wheel for transport or iron tools achieve this level of stonework? The quarries for the massive red sandstone blocks were over 6 miles away, and the andesite quarries were more than 50 miles away across Lake Titicaca. The logistics of moving these multi-ton stones, let alone carving them with such finesse, is one of the greatest archaeological mysteries in the world. Some of the stones have drill holes and small, interlocking channels cut into them, suggesting they were part of a larger, interconnected structure. It's believed that Pumapunku was a grand temple complex, but it was either destroyed or never fully completed. Today, the stones lie scattered as if a giant had thrown his building blocks across the plain, leaving us to wonder at the incredible skill of the hands that shaped them. The precision suggests a deep understanding of geometry and planning that was far ahead of its time. Back at the main Tiwanaku site, the monumental architecture continues to inspire awe. The central pyramid, known as the Akapana, was a sacred man-made mountain, aligned with the stars. The Kalasasaya Temple is a massive walled enclosure that acted as a solar observatory with monoliths marking the position of the sun on the solstices and equinoxes. This shows us that the Tiwanaku were not only master engineers, but also keen astronomers, deeply connected to the cosmic cycles that governed their agricultural world. Perhaps the most iconic image of Tiwanaku is the Gateway of the Sun, carved from a single block of andesite. This monumental archway is adorned with intricate carvings. At its center is a figure many believe to be the sky god, holding a staff in each hand, with rays emanating from his head. This deity is flanked by rows of winged attendants, a powerful symbol of the Tiwanaku belief system that spread throughout the Andes. This wasn't just a political empire, it was a cultural and religious phenomenon. Their art, their gods, and their technology were adopted and adapted by peoples far and wide. So what happened to this powerful empire? Around 1150 AD, the Tiwanaku state began to decline. The reasons are still debated, but evidence points towards a prolonged period of drought. The climate shifted, the rains failed, and even the brilliant Sukakala system may have been pushed beyond its limits. Lake Titicaca's water levels dropped, and the agricultural backbone of the empire fractured. The great city was gradually abandoned, its people dispersing across the Altiplano into smaller groups. The magnificent stone structures fell silent, but the legacy of Tiwanaku did not disappear. Their knowledge, their mythology, and their engineering prowess lived on. When the Inca rose to power a few centuries later, they looked back to Tiwanaku as a sacred place of origins, a place where the world itself was created. They incorporated Tiwanaku gods into their own pantheon and were undoubtedly influenced by their predecessors' mastery of stone and agriculture. In a very real sense, the foundations of the Inca Empire were laid hundreds of years earlier on the high plains of Tiwanaku. The story of Tiwanaku is a powerful reminder that history is not a simple line leading to the present. It's a rich tapestry of rising and falling civilizations, each contributing threads of knowledge and innovation. They were the true masters of the Altiplano, a testament to human resilience and brilliance in the face of incredible challenges. Their silent city and its enigmatic ruins continue to call to us across the centuries, daring us to solve their mysteries. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey to the roof of the world. What do you find most fascinating about the Tiwanaku? The clever farming, the impossible stonework of Pumapunku, or their mysterious collapse? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip back in time, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.